Greetings, family. Greetings to every one of us. Hope we are doing great. Yes, Abba Yehovah, earth to be praised in all and all eternally. Yes, He deserves it. He owns it. It belongs to Him. Yes, nature said Him alone is worthy to get all the glory. Everything you and I see said Him alone deserved, you know, to get all the worship. It belongs to Him. And no one dare, drags it with Him. If you do, you're going to take off the breath of you. Herod, have the picture for you. When he said as a God, but you was say, what? you occupy my seat? He took off the breath of his nose. That is Abiyawa, you and I saved. Alright, or rather, I saved. Alright, our family, to Him alone be all worship eternal. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Thank you, Abba. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, you are worthy. Hallelujah. You are awesome. You are powerful. Hallelujah. Thank you, Abba. All right, now, family, I want to do it again. We want to lay hammer again. We want to do this expose again. Yes, this is the word of Yahuwah, a double-edged sword. A hammer, that tear the wood into pieces. A fire that roasts iniquity into ashes. Let's do it now, because it said the word of Yahuwah is a double-edged sword. We use it to pierce in the both side. When we want to love, we speak of love. When we also want to declare Abiyawa's a judgment, we just go also into His word. With things be said, here we are in the heavenly courtroom of Abiyawa with this powerful message titled for you and me, the great two. Now, let me take it again. The two great wizards in Edo, Pastor Ize Iyamu and Adam Oshomole, are going down the grave. Fast, not delay. Swiftly. They are going down. They will die by motor accident. Enough has to be enough. Okay? Abeyawa sees it all. He sees it all. So, Isaiah, you say you are a pastor? Again, the nature of this segment is to, unveil or to expose him that he isn't a pastor. He is not at all. He just uses it to quote. Isaiah will never represent nothing that has to do with the Bible, righteousness, holiness, or rather to be a representative of heaven. These are the wolves in sheep clothing. The royal law keep warning you and our against. They're going to masquerade. This is devil in human form. Isaiah, this is beast. Come on now. This is satanic seed that is doing the will of his father. A pastor have no fellowship with unbeliever. Now, these two guys, Izeyamu and Oshomole, will die by motor accident. That is my declaration through the word of Abba Yehovah. You cannot loot Edo no more. You cannot loot Edo no more. Oshomole, ugly Musheshe, go away. You don't want to go. You don't want to go. You are fighting Obaseki because he disagree with you to loot Edo's money. Now you now said Yamu now said he is the one to do that for you. All right, now you're gonna die by motor accidents in Yahuwah's mighty name. Quickly, listen. I'm not a politician. If you follow this platform, you're gonna see I've never ever discussed politician. It's not my calling. I don't even look into their affairs because it's my business. I focus on the royal law. So what caught my attention for this bastard beast Isaiah that said the serpent to be calling himself a pastor? That is strong blasphemy. I knew Christian pastors, they are bad, but they have never come to this level of wickedness. You alone is a pastor, or now you turn imam, and you are also a juju priest, Anyway, it's not by feelings, not emotional, not personal, not radiation burning, not sensational, but by the royal law subjective. Let's do this expose once again through the eyes of the royal law. That's what we always do here. So he caught my attention, and Abayewala brought me into it. I said, please go and lose my people from believing this bastard is a Yamu. You call yourself a pastor? All right, now let's begin to put in now the word of Abayehowa. This is it. The royal law makes it so clear. Don't be equally yoked with an unbeliever. What does the temple of Yahweh has to do with the temple of idol? This man said is a pastor, and the Bible condemns me dressing like this in the Allahu Akbar presence, in the idol worshipper Oba's kingdom palace. They are now. You not turn yourself into feces, and you say you represent heaven. All right now, the word of Abayewa has so much about this very guy. It's going to die by motor accident. Mark, this message is prophetic. You have losing already. You will never win. I said this word is the word of man, what we are about to put now. But if it is the word of Abayewa, you are going down the grave fast. You and your monkey father, Oshomole. What did I say? I'm not a politician. Never. It's not my calling. Yamu can become whatsoever he wants to be. Of course, that is his own life, or choice to make. But leave the Bible out of this. You included Bible into this and that holy office called pastor into this mess. That brings about your fast destruction. Because you are mocking that book. You are mocking that office. As for Obaseki, he's an unbeliever. So he can do whatever he wants to do. How dare you say a pastor should have been having the highest authority. You don't just sit with unbeliever. That is their own calling. You say you represent heaven, Zayamu. You are a bastard. Yes, you are a beast. Alright, before I will begin to play some video from this bastard, these lunatics, first of all, let us put in the word of Abayehowa, the very double-edged sword. 1 Corinthians, we have so much. Okay, chapter 6, I think 1 to 9 or 11. Dare any of you having a matter against another go to the law before the unjust and not before the saints? Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world? And if the saints shall judge the world, by you, okay, if the world shall be judged by you, are ye unworthy, unworthy to judge the smallest matters? 3. Know ye not that we shall judge angels, that is fallen angels, okay? How much more things that pertain to this life? 4. If then ye have judgments of things pertaining to this life, set them to judge who are least esteemed in the ministry. 5. I speak to your shame, Zeyamu. It is so that there is not a wise man among you. Is it so that there is not a wise man among you? No, not one that shall be able to judge between his brother. Okay, what is it saying? Let me stop reading. What is it saying? What is this scripture saying? The court of law, we are not meant to find them. The just, like all these civil rulers. No, unbeliever, you don't go there. Our matter needs not to go to them. We don't be a part of their system. Whatever we are doing, we do it in the body of Messiah. We cataract, with the body of Messiah. Whatever, any office we want to occupy, we do that right in the body of Messiah. Not with the unjust. The court of the unjust is not meant for us. We are not meant to be one with them, equally with them. No. Remain in your home We remain in our own. But this bastard is a Yamu said, isn't so? That you want to go and even occupy the court of law. You want to be the general overseer of the court of law. You want to be the one to dictate right from the court of the world, the worldly system. Actually, that is what it meant. You want to go and sit on the seat, of unbeliever, and you want to, be passing your judge over there, your rules over there. So what are you going to be doing? You will never win that seat. All right, now let's put some video before we start. Before we put in another scriptures. All right, this is just for 4 years ago. Only 4 years ago.
He went to school.
Say he's an anini oji akbarakba. Acid pourer.
If we say anything
Cultist.
I bear full responsibility in my personal capacity. I waive my immunity. I set my immunity aside. And I declare as follows before God that the other guy
Very ugly man.
he has a very
I'm sorry to be using that language.
He went to school. He finished his primary school. I haven't seen the testimonial, but he finished. He then went to University of Benin to read law. 2 years later, he was rusticated.
See who is really over
For 2
people.
years, they took him from school. Why? He carried acid
Acid
and
pourer.
pour on the body of another student. Today, that student is deformed for life. His manhood has been destroyed. Today, he cannot raise a family. That is his credentials. And that is why he could not go to law school. That is why, although he read law,
Only
he
4
is
years
not
here.
a barrister. Now, because of crisis of identity, he went to carry a Bible and
Just
said
look at
he's a
that.
pastor.
Just look at that. Mocking our
I'm
book.
born again.
Okay.
I'm born again. It's okay. The sin is committed. He has to continue to pray for that. Then, somehow he got out of Unibank, not a barrister, he has to carry pastor.
Okay.
All right. But you remember Pastor King?
Okay. Another wicked pastor.
How many people killed?
Okay.
He sentenced to death. Now, so to carry Bible,
I see
it
that is
doesn't
so.
give a clue
All
about
right.
who you are. Only God knows who is a Christian.
Okay.
Will somebody say hallelujah?
Just look at
By
mockers.
their action, we know who is a Christian,
All right.
who is a Muslim,
Okay.
who is a pagan, who
All
is
right.
a Kabbalist, who is a cultist, who is an honest man, and who is a gentleman.
Okay.
Now, his work experience.
Okay.
First job, PA, to who?
Oh, wow. Who will have a led there?
Second job, chief of staff, to who?
Swimming among the
Third
unbelievers.
job, secretary to Edo State government. Under
Okay.
who? Lucky Benedio.
All right.
That's all his creations.
Indeed, you are a
After
cultist.
he retired, he started
But there's no way you can be meager, having one-on-one fellowship with these Ugbonis people. You say you are not part of that Ugboni.
dispute the fact
Okay.
that in Uromi,
Is it Yamu say you are also a cut or cultist?
they didn't build school, they didn't
They
build
had the
road,
money.
they didn't
Oji,
do anything.
Anini, even call you
He now
Anini.
said, no, he cannot be blamed. Read today's papers.
Okay.
He said, Netanyahu said he cannot be blamed.
Not that you
for
went
the
there to
failure
change
of
things
the
around.
Benedict government.
Not
Now
that you
there are
went there
two
to shine
issues.
in light on them because
So he
Messiah said we are the
agrees
light of the
that
world.
the government failed.
You couldn't, not that you turned anything around. Rather, you governor the association of failure.
All right, if we will not blame him
You will not be blamed.
for
Then what
the
are you doing there?
failure
Only
of
for
the
your belly.
government in which he
Oh, my
was chief
nigga.
of staff and secretary to government, would that be the reason to promote him to the office of governor?
Did you just get that?
Hey,
Okay.
tell me your friends.
All right now. And show me who you are.
Tell me your friends.
Oji, Anini.
Tell me the government you serve. And I
That's
will tell
it.
you what you will do.
The way you come to power, but you will never come to power.
I'm campaigning with our candidate. He's able to say, I will build on what has been done.
Okay.
Ezeyamu is not able to say he will build on what they did before.
Okay.
Because they did nothing. Then they come here. This is the last one.
Only to embezzle money.
Oh, we set up
Oji.
Casablanca in Uromi. You, the people of Uromi, that factory, did it ever work?
Okay.
They use it to siphon money.
To siphon money, to loot
But
money.
we have sold it
OG,
private company
and you say you
who shall
represent
now
heaven.
develop it. I don't want to reassure you, for us in APC,
Although is a
Edo
Yamu
is one.
in Yahuwah's
Every
mighty name.
government must work in Edo South, in Edo Central, and in Edo North. We must unite our people. We must sustain free basic education. We must build more schools. We must provide more
So
water.
speaking.
And the water that Anini did not do,
You see?
President Buhari's government will do it.
You say you are Nini.
Water.
So this was just 4 years ago. And this that is why I'm saying, because it's so ugly. Okay, I'm not speaking about the physical parts. Your heart is so futile, so a demon will walk, hierarchy demon, but you'll be squashed. That's what we are saying by Yahweh's hunger and judgment in Yahweh's mighty name. 4 years ago, you said we shouldn't trust this bastard that is a thief, is fake, is cultist, is acid pourer, and is an enemy, that they are looters. We shouldn't build our trust in him, or rather, not me, okay? Those shouldn't trust him. They shouldn't elect him. They shouldn't put him in no governmentship. This is what they once did. He said, show me your friend and tell me who you are. And only 4 years, this guy, this animal, Oshomole, now return back again and say, please, vote for this Anini. Vote for Anini. He said because the other guy, Godwin, Obaseki betrayed him. Because that one said no to looting of Edo's money. That one said no. That is how he said he betrayed him. Anyway, I'm not good in this at all. I'm not a politician. I don't even, in fact, I'm not into it. But I'm doing this because of this bastard, pastor, imam, and chief priest. Look at him. It's in Ado's kingdom. Not that you goes to this unbeliever and change them to be a believer. We can go into anywhere only to preach the gospel and make sure you transform them, translate them through the sound doctrine in your hand. Okay? But if they are not ready to do that, what did Messiah say? He said, dust the sand on your feet and gaze them and let them know where they are headed to. Can this man goes to Obapa? Look at his city. The food of sacrifice to idol is also joining them to eat it. Can this man not goes to Oba's kingdom and preach sound doctrine? He won't do that. Can this man not go, okay, as he was, okay, as he also went? Now, he himself is Imam. Can he also go to Islam? Because Islam never believed the message of the cross that said Messiah, does he have a father? Is a bastard. That said Messiah never died. Messiah is not God. He never died, burial, no resurrection. They say just a prophet. The very center of the believer's faith, Islam rejected that. That is strong blasphemy. And that is the people this man run to and put on their, you see what he dressed? He now begin to preach sermon in Quran center. All in the name of power. Is a Yamudiji in Yahweh's mighty name. Thunder strike you in Yahweh's mighty name. So after that, you say you are what you represent heaven. So what I was saying, is this the people you want to build your future on? Is that Jam is Amroba? Now it's coming back again for you to vote for Amroba. It's an Anini. It's coming back to tell you again now you can still go and vote for Anini. But 4 years ago, he said Yam is an Anini. Thief, looters. Don't vote for him. Okay? But now he is returning back and say, vote for him. What a failure. You will fall more than fall. You have already fallen in Yahweh's mighty name. Alright, and let us also put the word of Yahweh before we play another video. Alright, now 2 Corinthians chapter 6, 14 to 18 also. Be ye not equally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion hath light with darkness? Unbeliever lives in darkness, and you have one-on-one fellowship with them, eating with them in the idol temple of Oba in Oba Palace. We know the juju over there. Don't come after me, eh? You will only be hitting your head upon the rock. Okay? I'm just doing this is what I believe in. So I know you also believe in your stones and your word. That isn't my business. But people should remove Bible. That's what we are saying. We are doing this in defense of the book so that people will be, see what Oshomola, see how he mocked the Bible. He now went to school and carry a Bible. No. 15. And what concord had Messiah with Baal or whatever, devil? Or what part hath he that believeth with an infidel. Oba is infidel. Governing system of your what do they call it? Of your egua is infidel. Governing system of your governorship is infidel. Governing system of Quran is infidel. And this is what this man is swimming in. And you say you represent Bible? You are mad. You're gonna pay so dearly for this in Yahweh's mighty name. Like I said, if you come after me, you're gonna be hitting your head upon a rock. Okay? Everybody have the right to preach whatever you believe. This is what I believe. The system of the Bible is against the system of Oba Palace. It's against the system of Quran, mosque. It's against the system of politicians. 16 now. And what agreement had the temple of Yahweh with idols? Now you now went to Oba Palace, eating the food sacrificed unto idols. And you say you are a pastor, you can go into anywhere only to preach the sound doctrine. Let them know. Only your friend will tell you that your mouth is smelly. Okay, let them know this way is not the right way. This way, this is the end of it. No, Messiah has already paid the price for you. No, Papa Oba, please let all this idol worship go. We see the people of the Bible, the believer, when they were, like King David, he saved you. He was a mighty king. He saved you with stone and wood. You are not bringing Oba into that fellowship. Now that you are close to them, you have an opportunity to win those souls unto Yahweh. Yahweh said, when you see a wicked man doing bad thing and you refuse to rebuke him, he said that man would die in his own iniquity. But you that knew what they are doing is wrong, and yet you refuse to speak, said, I'm going to request that their blood upon your head. He said, Yamu, the load on your head is going to break your neck for all eternity. The hottest place in the lake of fire, that's where you are going to. Because why? You just heap destruction upon destruction upon destruction upon your head. You see all these people that is looting at those money. You see, because I saw you with Oba. I saw you in Oba's palace, okay? And you are not letting them know that the end of this is destruction. He said they will die in their iniquity, but their blood is on your head, is a yam. And that is settled. You know how many people's blood on your head? Because you say you carry Bible. A Bible is full of judgment. Rebo Santayaba. Now you are being rebuked in Yahweh's mighty name. So right now, he said, who is an unbeliever? Unbeliever doesn't even mean the idol worshiper. Unbeliever simply means, like he claimed to be a pastor, anyone that does not believe what you preached is an unbeliever to you. You are talking about the message of the cross. Anyone that refuses to believe that is an unbeliever. You are talking about the coming of the second coming of Yahushua HaMashiach or Messiah. Anyone that refuses to believe that is an unbeliever. Say, therefore, don't be equally yoked with them. Give them a gap. Just distance yourself from there. You have no fellowship. He said, because that temple, we are the temple of Jehovah. He said that body is an idol temple. That temple is full of darkness. That temple is devilish. You don't have no fellowship with them. Go away, separate from them. We know what politicians is. We know what they do. And you know that you are all thieves, looters, armed robber. You not carry the Bible. If you see the destruction this man just heap upon himself. The day I saw that, I said, no, you are gone. A judgment has come for you. All right, now 16. And what agreement had Yahuwah? What agreement are the temple of Yahuwah with idols? Can you answer that? For ye are the temple of the living Yahuwah, our body. As Yahuwah has said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their Yahuwah, and they shall be my people. So you are eating one-on-one on idol worship. You are even proper. You endorse what they do. You don't even care about that, all in the name of power. Because you want to mingle in order for them to stand on your back. You are all falling. No power for you. We want to play another video before we continue this journey. All right. I love what this man said. That is Isaiah, okay?
Ask Isaiah when he ran as candidate on that PDP. Who are those that were behind him? Did he ever consult them to say, look, I'm going back to APC? What he did was to use people who sponsored him.
Politician prostitute.
And without
Running from party to party.
he became
Seeking power.
APC. That is the life of an ingrate. So, Isiemu is an ingrate. I'm not only an ingrate.
Okay.
He's a nomadic politician.
All right now.
He's a nomadic politician
Omuzwami. Longer truth.
who moves
From
from one party to the other.
seeking for power.
1999,
Okay.
when Lucky Benedict was governor, down to 2002, Isiemu was secretary to government when Lucky Benedict was governor of Edo State. What happened? Because Benedict had left office, he jumped ship to support Oshimole in ACA.
Okay.
From there, he went on to APC.
Okay.
And of course, like Oshimole said, you could not trust him to give him an appointment because he understands him very well.
That's it. Shomole understand you.
Jumped ship again to PDP
Okay.
and became the candidate of PDP in 2016.
All right.
Now in 2020, he has also jumped ship back to APC.
That is politician prostitute.
You know,
And you
when
say you
have
are a
child,
pastor? Oh
in
no.
those days, the president
I love this
child
illustration.
trained
This
child very well.
Governor Winky. Oh now. Powerful illustration. This got my attention.
Whatever he has. You don't need to have a child who is insatiable.
Yes.
What I will say, long truth.
Naim.
When you have a child that is not long truth, as people say, he finishes eating in his mother's house. Then he moves to the Arab family. As they are eating, he will stand beside, they will call him to come and eat.
Omuzwami.
They will call him. Instead of him to say, he has eaten here, he moves, he will eat there. As he finishes there, he goes to another person's house, he will stay like this while they are eating. It's long truth. A man who is insatiable. You see, him who is a man who is insatiable. He can do anything for power.
You
When
see?
a man wants power by all means, he can do anything.
You see?
Anything just to grab that power.
You see? Yes.
Such people are dangerous.
Dangerous
Nobody makes mistake to hand over power
to such people.
insatiable and nomadic politicians. Don't do that. So that is the kind of person you see as
Izeyamu.
is a and of course he has to behave like his political master, Oshimole. You remember that during Oshimole's
I
second
think
term
I'm done.
after the election, he went to
So, what did he just... All right now. Did you cut a glimpse? He said this man is just running from PDP to APC, from APC to PDP, from PDP. He's just running, seeking power. So where did he run to now? Islam. He runs to Oba Palace, the Adu worshipper. He submit himself over there. He run to Islam. He submit himself over there. He run to this. What is after you? All in the name of power. Oh no. He said you are. He said such people are dangerous. No one should make a mistake and handle power unto such people. Running up and down seeking for power. Or in the name of power, you turn yourself into anything. Whatever. You are all weather. And you represent by a pastor, Bible, heaven. Oh no. You will see how Ogun is going to scatter this Izeyamu. Not just him only, and also his a helper called Moki Oshimole. Look at how you are ugly. And I don't even mean the physical parts, but your heart is so filled. Animal, thieves, looters. Because Obaseki refused to loot at those money, fearful you not say they betrayed you. You're not going to go and take another armed robber. These two people, they are fire coming to Edo. But Abayewa is going to push them back. You can never win. Except the word of Yehovah is not true. Except it's man-made written. But it is if it is the word of Yehovah, you cannot win. You have already fallen. You are being poured away. In fact, Obaseki don't even need to do too much campaign. Because Oshomole has already done that for him 4 years ago. He said, Izeyamu is Hanini. Ah, longer truth. You will run here for power. You will run there for power. You want to become governor because you have ambition. You want to carry out. You want to loot. It can never be. It can never be. In Jehovah's mighty name. Listen now. We want to see the two power. The power of the authority of Jehovah and the authority of Caesar, which is the politician. Mark chapter 12, verses 17. And Yehoshua answering said unto them, render to Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and to Jehovah the things that are Jehovah's. And they marveled at him. We see right away from the very onset of it all, from the very foundation, the solid eternal foundation of the Bible, we see that Messiah, the founder and the foundation of the Bible, separates politicians from his ministry. He said what belongs to Caesar has no dealing at all with his ministry. What belongs to Caesar, give it to Caesar. So what are Caesars in this manner? Yes, where I am now, of course I have to pay tax. That is Caesar's. Of course I have to follow the rules. Traffic lights, of course it's Caesar's. There are Caesars. It's not all Caesar we give to Caesar. Like here where I am now, they legalize homosexuality. That is an abomination unto my belief. I dispute that. I don't honor such, okay? Lesbianism, no. Prostitute, no, those are nonsense. Those are crap. I don't. But there are one that does not contradict the royal law. That is the things that are Caesar's. I need to give it unto them. Okay? And the one that belongs to Yahuwah, of course, the one that belongs to Yahuwah is to keep his rules and regulations, which are the things that the Caesars contradicted. Okay, now this man said the two is one. He said both Caesar and Yahuwah is one. That is pastor and politician. He says it's one thing they occupied. But Messiah said it's not so. It is two different kingdoms. It is two different deities. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't. When Caesar bring out a law, okay, like this law of coronavirus, use face mask and wash your hands. If you refuse to use face masks, if they caught you, you're going to pay the fine. That is Caesar. You need to obey. They are the one that watch for us for good. But he did not say you, his carrier, that carry the highest authority. Go and be dragging for the seat of Caesar. Oh, Robo Shandaya Baba, Haribus Klimahantalabus and the Yebo. You have been rebuked, Isaiah Yamu. You will pay with your own blood. You will die by motor accident. You and Oshomole in Yahuwah's mighty name. You mocking Yahuwah. You mocking that office called pastor. You mocking that Bible. And when people look at it, they will say, indeed, this Bible is something else. Look at the one that also called himself a pastor. Where we are at. Let us also take a clue from the seat of Caesar and that of Yahuwah. It is two different seats. You can't blend it up. When you do, as you have already done it, it makes eternal damnation for you. John 18:36, Yahushua answered, my kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, then would my servant fight, that I should not be delivered to the Yahudims. But now is my kingdom, okay, yes, but now is my kingdom, not from hence. Who is he speaking to? Governor. Okay. Governor. He still make it clear, even at the die point. Say, my kingdom is not here. Where is his kingdom? Found it in Revelation 21. Where is his kingdom? It said it's in us. We carry it in our shoulder. That is his kingdom. His kingdom is not found in this polluted world. The kingdom that is that is promoting now or ruling now, rather, it is the kingdom of Caesar. Yahushua has to make a distinction between his kingdom and the kingdom of the world. You can't blend them both together. Why did Yahushua not fight when he came? In fact, tell me, all his apostles who fight for the Caesar seat. No, rather they carry the word of Abba Yehovah in their shoulder. We see that authority. Okay? I said Pontius Pilate also saw that authority from Apostle Shaul, the authority. He said Pontius Pilate bear witness to that authority. When did he bear that witness? At the crucifixion. Matthew 26. He said, this is the son. He said, this man is innocent. I wash my hand of this judgment. This one is not mine. Okay, he washed off his hand. He bear testimony that this is the highest authority. Even Roma, sir, the Caesar seat, when they gave her the Spirit, all testify and say, indeed, this is the Son of the living Yahweh. Because his kingdom is not like their own. Isaiah said, it is not so. For that, you are falling already. You will win. How? How? Any ebebe, any tricks you want to play, Yahweh will kill you and kill the one that want to help you to do that. I'm not a fan of politician, okay? But Oshomole, excuse me, Obaseki is an unbeliever. Let Obaseki continue his seat. Because Abaye will also put them there. It caused rain to fall for the believer, and it also caused to fall for the unbeliever. It caused sun to shine for the believer. It also caused sun to shine for the unbeliever. Romans 13:1. We saw it over there. Okay. He also put them because the word is already being corrupted. So they are corrupted people. They are corrupted nation. So a corrupt leader also needs to carry them. Abayawa cannot go and be, putting his mouth on the affairs. No, like they legalize homosexuality. No. So if you want to be feuds, have it. That is what it meant. So the politicians needs to be governing their people. Their people needs to be under their rules. But we needs to be under the authority and the rules, eternal kingdom of Abba Yehovah, which is the Bible. You said that one is sufficient. You let the highest authority now begin to seek power from small demons. Run to Islam, run to Oba Palace. Captain Osa said he's going to use his last cover, to sponsor you because you have already agreed to loot at those money and give them some part. But you are all falling Yahweh's mighty name. And this is the very powerful prayer Yahushua left. The Messiah left before he left. Matthew chapter 6, verses 9. He said, pray. And first of all say, our Father, who art in heaven, still pointing us to Abba Yehovah's in heaven. He removed our face from Caesar. Who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Because his own kingdom is not yet. No, what we are doing is just a rehearsal. What we are doing is just a preparation for his own kingdom. Okay? As he said, like that will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So what is the prayer? This prayer is the most dangerous prayer if you ever make it. He said, let your kingdom come, which is in Revelation 21. And let thy will be done here on earth just as it is in heaven. Is a very, very dangerous prayer. So what is the will of Abba Yehovah? For all evildoers to be removed. Because there is no evildoers in heaven. There is no demons in heaven. There is no looters in heaven. There is no Caesar in heaven. There is no pagan in heaven. There is no kingdom of darkness in heaven. There is no Oba palace in heaven. Only Yahweh's palace exists. He said, let that in heaven come down. That is the kingdom of Yahushua. He asks you a soul to be praying for. Now, when you make this prayer, you are just telling him, remove Islam fast. Oba kingdom, politician, idol worshiper, homosexuality, lesbianism, all this that contradict the word of Yahweh. Wipe all of them, of all this armed robber. Wipe them all away. That is the meaning of that prayer. Let that will be done for you to know that Messiah Ben with such a heavy desire to remove all this nonsense kingdom out of his sight and bring down his own kingdom. And you that say you knows that fact, you now when the kingdom he said we should be praying for him to destroy, you now went to go and be unite yourself with them, seeking small power from small demons, whereby you carry the highest authority, but you couldn't utilize it the way it's supposed to be, and see you ruling powerfully right from on top of the mountain. It said a city built on top of the hill must be seen by all. but you couldn't utilize that authority. You now begin to go and be seeking power from some demon that has no power at all, that will be crossed before you knew it. Revelation 12:5 make it so clear that Yahushua, the great Messiah, the terrible judge, is coming to rule the whole world with the rod of iron. Do you know what that is? Unbreakable power. It's going to pieces, dash all this evil kingdom into pieces. It's going to wipe them all into the kingdom of darkness and the lake of fire where they belong. And you there run to such kingdom and seeking power from there to loot money, gain the whole world, but you cannot be a governor. Never. In Yahweh's mighty, you have already fallen. All right, now let's see the people of the book. Just brief of it. Briefly, want to brief it. If we go close to unbeliever, what we do, how we normally separate ourselves, because we are unique. You're not like them. You go to Oba Palace. You sit down as one of them. In fact, you go to Islam. You even put on their dressing. In the mighty name of Yahuwah, listen now. Daniel chapter 1, verses 5. And the king appointed them a daily provision of the king's meat and of the wine which he drink, so nourishing them 3 years, that at the end thereof they might stand before the king. He's talking about Azarias, Ananias, and Mishael, and Daniel when they were being taken into Babylon. Now, among these were of the children of Yehuda, Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, unto whom the prince of the eunuchs gave names. For he gave unto Daniel, no, I'm not going to be calling that satanic name, all this nonsense, Shadrach, and all this demonic name. I don't have time for that nonsense. Now, verses 8. But Daniel proposed in his heart that he would not defile himself with the portion of the king's meat, nor with the wine which he drank. Therefore he requested of the prince of the eunuchs that he might not defile himself. Come on now. Come on now. Daniel, Azarias, Ananias, and Mishael, they refused. They became vegetarian. We will not eat. Oh, bah. I know you are a pagan. Why should I be sitting there eating with? No, now. Drinking, now. This is who I am. That's what they meant. They never ate from the food of Nebuchadnezzar, because he said, if I dare, I'm going to be polluting myself. Yam is eating all your Allah. He go eat from Allah. He go eat from Oba. He go eat from Obo. He also went and eat it from politicians. Who are fear women? Yeah, what's mighty name? So this is how we turn things around. Daniel chapter 2, we see how Abiyahu elevate Daniel in the kingdom of Nebuchadnezzar, like that of Oba pagan worship, okay? But he set them apart. They were being notified as a righteous people. Now, chapter 3, we also see another unique glory that took place over there, that Nebuchadnezzar recognized. The one in these people is not like the stone and wood that worship. When he threw all three into fire, they came out victoriously. That is how we turn things around. Now, in chapter 4, a pagan king wrote all chapter 4, King Nebuchadnezzar. He now began to praise our Yahuwah. When we go close to them, we turn things around. Now, in the days of Mordecai, we also see he became second in command in another man's land. He also turned things around prior to the miracle. He said, anyone who goes to see the king, when you are not being summoned, another pagan king, he said, will be slain. But I bet you what, through prayer, Queen Nadasa turned things around. We are not bound to that system. And what happened? Mordecai was being elevated. That is how we do things. He said many of the Babylonians become Yahudim. They not turn, they not repent, they not convert to our belief. That is how we turn things around. What about the days of Joseph? What also happened? We also see Abiyahu gave a dream unto a pagan king to let him know that my son is among you. When he also refused to make himself fat with the wickedness of Potiphar's wife. What happened when he came to power? They also saw the unique glory over there. He turned things around. This is how we change people when we go around. We don't mingle. We don't become one. We don't say what they say. We don't eat what they eat. We will let them know. We always let them know that we are superior. The one in us is superior. Look unto the one in me. I will not look to your stone and wood. Why should I be looking to armed robber, looting, oppressing people? oppressive people, judgment has come for you. Isaiah chapter 10, verses 1 to 3. It means a serious judgment on you. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, 19 to 21 or 2. What say I then, that the idol is anything, or what is offered offer in sacrifice to idol is anything? But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils and not to Jehovah. I will not that ye should have fellowship with devils. Without total, when I read very good. Our be you are Timo. Carry our Bible. You can eat in Islamic, eat in the dustbin, but drop our Bible, drop it down. 21. Ye cannot drink the cup of Jehovah and the cup of devils. Ye cannot be partakers of Jehovah's table and of the table of devils. Do we provoke Jehovah to jealousy? Are we stronger than he? Wait, you have power. All this nonsense power you are seeking, wait, and then go and scatter away. No, it's going to save you in Jehovah's mighty name. You drinking 2 table or 3 table or 4 table? You drinking? Oba palace, you drink, you eat. Politician, you drink, you eat. Islam, you drink, you eat. And you also return to Bible and say you want to drink it. Now it's fast destruction on you in Jehovah's mighty name. So what are we doing to lose people not to believe this bastard? It's wolves in sheep clothing. It's a bastard. Okay? It doesn't represent anything that has to do with Bible. By now you see it already. Romans chapter 1, verses 21 to 32, but I just want to read only here. Because that when they know Yahuwah, they glorified him not as Yahuwah, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. Prophesying themselves to be wise, they became fools, and changed the glory of Yahuwah, incorruptible Yahuwah, into an image made like unto man, and to bells and 4-footed beasts and creepy things. He said he knew Jehovah, but he worshipped his idol. This bastard. But he didn't know him as a righteous Jehovah. He knew him as a Yahweh. You can join with Islam. You can join with idol, whatever. You can join with politicians. If I knew Guna Gbuwe, if I will not fear when Yahuwah's mighty name, yes, I have to swear for you. You mocking heavy, you mocking that office called pastor, you mocking our Bible. If I gonna boys yamu in Jehovah's mighty, if I not wash mule in Jehovah's mighty, these people will be talking of God, especially that bastard Moki Oshomole. He always talk about God, a God in heaven. Mockers. So you knew too whether you are a Luther or Yuhin, thunder strike you all in Jehovah's mighty name. Obaseki will continue because he's an unbeliever. Leave his seat for him. It doesn't belong to you. In the mighty name of Yehovah. Family, we are done. So we'll also do another one. But I beg Yehovah